Hey guys, Thrasher here. We have a new update and a new banner. Let's talk about it right now. Okay, first things first, it's a brand new PvP season, so make sure you go over to the PvP area and get your rewards. And now let's talk about the actual updates and the announcements. So menu, and then we're going to go up to news, and we'll start all the way at the bottom, which is the game update announcement down here, right here. And they're telling us that they added main story part 2, book 8 hard. That is the last book of part 2. So part 2 is done for hard mode. They should be moving into part 3 next. Keep in mind, this is not the best experience in the game. All of these missions are good. They cost 2 energy apiece though. The best experience per energy is still part 1, book 5, chapter 6. That is still the best experience in the game per energy in the main story. You can obviously use the super experience event when it's around, but when there's 2 times experience in the main story, that is still the best option, 156. So just keep that in mind, and let's go ahead and back out of here and go to the next thing. Okay, so after that, we will see that there are some ultra ticket summons. So let's go ahead and look at the details on this. Basically what it's going to tell us is that there is an ultra ticket summon. You need 7 tickets to summon. We're going to get 17 tickets overall as you go through the login bonuses, and we'll talk about that a little more in a minute. But here's the ticket. Here are the characters you can get from it. It's basically the exact banner that we're going to review here in a minute, so we don't need to really go over this in crazy detail right now. And there's the important notes, but there's nothing there that we care about. So let's go ahead and back out, and let's look at the next item. Next up is the scout battle for this Trunks. We've already gotten Z power for him before, but we now have the EX 1, 2, 3, and 4. So make sure you have a maxed out Trunks. Complete all these, get your chrono crystals. Nothing crazy here, same as it always is. There's nothing really we need to go over there, so let's back out. The next thing is the SpaceTime Duel. So here's where we're going to see a couple things. One, we have a repeat of this guy again. Like I just said, we've gotten the Z power for him before, so if you've got him maxed out, you don't really need to worry too much about getting him from the Z1 Adventures. But there's another reason you want to do Z1 Adventures. We'll cover that in just a second. Let's go down here a little further. This has returned. In my opinion, it's not the most amazing equipment item, but it's got crit on it, which they're obviously starting to emphasize a lot. It's getting better as a stat in the game, so it might be worth it to farm at least a few of these to make sure that you got a few good rolls just in case. And then we'll scroll down here and see that the rewards are back to the previous season, not the last one that we just finished, but the one before that. So we're pretty much going to get what we normally get: 300 chrono crystals, you get some Masters Pack tickets, your 3 million Zenny, some skip tickets, some rare medals. The season rewards are the same they've always been. And then the big thing down here is the ranking rewards have gone back from 3,000 for first place and 2,000 for everyone else in the top 10 as far as chrono crystals. It's now back down to 1,500 chrono crystals and 1,000 chrono crystals for anyone that's in the top 10,000 that's not in first. So let's go ahead, and before we back out of here, I want to also talk about one more thing for the Z1 Adventures. Z1 Adventures now give the 5-star Rising Soul that you're going to need to max your character out. So make sure that you are doing as many Z1 Adventures as humanly possible, so that way you can soul boost all of your characters to 498%. So let's go ahead and back out of here. And then the next thing to cover is this guy right here, the login bonus. So this is where we were talking about those tickets for the guaranteed sparking. You're going to be getting tickets over the next few days. Just make sure that you log in every single day. You don't have to do the daily missions. You should be doing the daily missions, but you don't have to get these tickets. And one thing you'll notice here is a few of these days do not actually offer tickets. So day 8, day 13. So they kind of made them sporadic a little bit. Day 17. And then day 21, it looks like. So there's 4 days that don't have tickets. We get 17 overall. You're going to get 2 guaranteed sparking pulls if you get all of these. And then you're going to get 3 just normal pulls that aren't guaranteed. They're just pulls on the banner. Outside of that, you get like 150 chrono crystals. You're going to get some skip tickets. You're going to get some energy tickets. You're going to get a few silver bells. So all around, it's got a little bit of everything. It'd be nice if we got a few more chrono crystals, just because I always want more chrono crystals. But I do like the mix of things that they gave us. They're all very helpful. So let's go ahead and back out and talk about the next thing, which is these sales right here. I don't think there are any good sales right now. They do have a new starter pack for the Trunks, which is $25. I don't think the Trunks is good enough that you want to spend $25 on it, so I would probably pass on that. And then if you want to spend money on the chrono crystals, you can go in and look at the deals. They're pretty standard. I think they reduced some things by a little bit. They added like 50% more crystals for a few things. Overall, if you're a whale, whale out. If you're not, don't spend money on it. Now let's talk about the actual banner. So Ultra SpaceTime Summon number 8. Let's go ahead and close out of this. We're going to go to Summons, and then we're going to actually look at the banner itself. this is Ultra Space Time Summon number 8. These are the featured characters. Now, I'm not going to go crazy into this, but I will say that Gohan is a very good character. He can fit on the Hybrid Saiyan team, or the Super Saiyan team, or the Future team. So he has 3 good teams that he can fit on. Some would say the Hybrid Saiyan team is not that great. It actually gets better now that we have this unit and the next unit that we're going to talk about. With that being said, it's probably not top tier. So this is a good unit. I wouldn't say it's an amazing unit, but a good unit. And then the next one is Trunks, another good unit. This is another unit that's going to help round out the Hybrid Saiyan team, and he works extremely well in the Future Tag team. And what you're going to notice from this next character, another Future Tag character who also works on the female warrior team. So we have this full Future Tag team that we can build out now. 3 characters here. You also have the alternate of Goku Black if you want to use him. And most of these characters get buffs if they have Future Tag characters on their team. So keep that in mind. Now, here's the thing. Those first 2 characters that I told you about, good characters. I would say they're upper high tier, but not necessarily top tier. This Mai has the most insane green card I've seen in a long time. I want to show you this. Show details, ability, not ability, arts, and then we open this up. Inflicts flash and destroys 2 enemy cards at random on hit. So the flash means that you are going to be able to do something after you use this move. It's going to allow you to combo after. It's going to destroy 2 enemy cards, so 2 of the random cards that they have in their hand, and it inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade -1 to arts card draw speed level for 10 timer counts on hit. That's amazing. If you have 2 of those, say you have a Captain Ginyu on your team, you use 2 of these in a row, the enemy player can't do anything for 10 timer counts. Like, they're just going to sit there and let you beat on them for 10 timer counts. And by the time that they actually have some cards back, they can do something again, you'll have gone through your whole hand. You'll probably have another green card that you can use again. I don't even know what happens when you get to -3 arts card draw speed. I need to go look at the calculations in the game to see how quickly you would be drawing cards, but I know at -2 you can pretty much go through your entire combo and they'll get maybe 2 cards back. So then you hit them with this next green and that's it. Like, this is so broken, it's unreal. The only reason that she is not an absolute top tier Z tier character is because relying on a card that you can only have a 1 in 7 chance of pulling is just not anywhere near reliable enough to use it as a strategy. But if you get in a situation where she pulls 2 of these, you're going to wreck people. Okay, so let's back out now and talk about this. So here's what we've got. We've got 1 high tier character, 2 high tier characters, 3 situationally high tier. She might be, although her team that she's on right now, I would put her like mid-high tier. So 3 good characters that you definitely want to pull. This Gotenks is reasonably good. The Hybrid Saiyan team, like I said, is starting to make a bit of a comeback. And then this Gohan, not great, but he does have an excellent Z ability for the Hybrid Saiyans. Here's the thing though, even though there's 3 characters that you definitely want to pull, 1 that's okay to pull, and then 1 that I guess you wouldn't absolutely hate it if you pull this guy, this is an Ultra Space Time banner. You're going to get guaranteed sparking pulls, so there is no reason to do anything other than discount pulls on this until after you get all of your guaranteed sparking pulls done. With that being said, that makes this a 2-star Dragon Ball banner. None of these characters are absolute Z tier that you need to have right now, so only do discounts on this specific banner until you have done all of your sparking guaranteed pulls, and then you can decide whether or not you want to spend 1,000 to 2,000 crystals and see if you can go after any character that you've missed. But I would say in this case, I plan on only doing discount summons on this. So you guys let me know which of these characters that you think is going to be the most powerful and the most meta altering out of the 3. I actually think the only one that really makes a legitimate difference in the meta is the yellow Super Saiyan Gohan. And that's just because I think that you can put him on a team with Broly and Super Saiyan Bardock. I don't necessarily know that he absolutely replaces Gogeta, but he does have a place there, and there are some things that he can do. And with that being said, that's all I really have for this video. So if you guys like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.